Hey lovely, I want you to think about the last time you went on holiday. Did you feel relaxed or did you spend the whole time checking your phone? If you answered phone, you don't have a strategy problem, you have a systems problem. And today I'm going to show you what exactly that means and how to fix it. So many founders I work with, especially women, come to me and say, Caitlin, I'm doing all the things, I'm working all the hours, I'm following the strategies, but nothing is actually moving. And the first thing I ask them is this: what happens in your business when you step away for a day? If the honest answer is it slows down or stops, then you are the bottleneck, not your team, not your marketing, not the economy, you. And before you feel bad about that pattern isn't your fault. It's what happens when a founder builds a business around their own energy instead of around systems. Most of us do it. I did it, but it's not the pattern that's going to support your next level. Today, I want to walk you through 3 signs that you're still the bottleneck and the framework I use with my clients to change that. This is what I call building a business that leads itself. So let's get started. The 3 signs that you're the bottleneck. Okay, let's name it first because you can't fix what you can't see. So sign number 1, every decision comes through you. If your team constantly is waiting on your approval for emails, for client responses, for things that honestly don't need you, that's a sign that you haven't built the framework for them to lead within. That's not their failure. That's a gap in your system. Sign number 2, you always feel like you're always running. High output, low fulfillment, you're delivering, the money might be coming in, but inside you're actually exhausted. That constant urgency, that there's not enough time feeling, is your nervous system telling you the business has no structure holding it up. So you're holding it up instead. Sign number 3, you can't tell me right now exactly what your business runs on when you're not in it. No clear SOPs, no delegation frameworks, no documented process, just you trusting your own memory and your own energy to keep it moving. Every single person who comes to me, and I mean every single one, has at least 2 of these 3. And the thing they all have in common, they thought they needed a better strategy. What they actually needed was a better structure. Now, why do systems feel hard and why it's not what you think? Now, here's where it gets interesting because most of us know we need systems. We've read the books, we've watched the videos, so why haven't we built them? I want to offer you something that most business coaches won't say. It's not a time problem. It's a nervous system problem. If you grew up equating worth with hard work, if rest feels like laziness, if asking for help felt unsafe, then of course building systems feels uncomfortable. Your brain has coded control as safety. Letting go of tasks feels dangerous even when logically you know it would free you. So when you sit down to document a process or hand off a task, your nervous system goes, but what if they do it wrong? What if something slips? What if I lose control? That's not weakness. That's a pattern, and like any pattern, once you see it, you can shift it. The regulated CEO, the version of you who scales with clarity, she doesn't hold everything herself. She builds the container so everything can be held within her. And that's what systems are. They're not spreadsheets. They're not fancy software. They're the documented version of how your business thinks, decides, and delivers. So it doesn't need to pull that information from your brain every single time. Now, if this is landing for you and you're thinking, Caitlin, where do I even start? I do have a resource for that. I'll put the link below this video. It's called the Calm CEO Map. It walks you through exactly how to identify the 6 systems to build, and it is completely practical. Okay, let's keep going. The 3 system framework. So, what are the systems that actually matter? When I work with founders, I start with 3 non-negotiables. Think of your business like a vehicle, and right now you're both the engine and the driver. We need to separate those 2 things. System 1, a decision framework. This is simply a document that answers the question, what does my team decide on their own? What do they flag for me? And what needs my full attention? When your team has this, the constant quick question messages stop and you get your thinking space back. System 2, a delivery system. How does your service actually get delivered? Step by step, without you holding it in your head. This is your SOP, your standard operating procedure. It doesn't need to be fancy. It can be a Loom video you record once, a checklist in Google Docs, but once it exists, someone else can deliver your standard. System 3, a weekly rhythm. When does your team check in? When do you review numbers? When do you make decisions? A structured weekly rhythm means your business isn't running on whoever needs something most urgent that day. It runs on a schedule, and you can finally lead it instead of reacting to it. When you have these 3 systems, these delivery, the decisions, and the rhythm, your business starts to run from structure, not from your survival mode. That's when scaling becomes possible. That's when freedom starts to feel real. This week's homework. So, here's what I want you to do this week. Just one thing, because overwhelm is the enemy of action. Pick one decision that happens in your business every week, something your team asks you about repeatedly. And write down the answer. What's the rule? What do you always decide? Write it out and share it with your team. Tell them from now on, you own this. That's it. One decision, hand it off. That is the first brick in your foundation. And if you want to go deeper, if you're ready to map out the full structure of a business that actually runs without you again, the link is below. Come and work with me on this, because you didn't build this business to feel trapped inside it. You built it for freedom, and systems are how you get there. I hope that this has given you a new way to see what's actually been getting in the way, and more importantly, what's possible when you shift it. If this resonated, please subscribe. I post new videos weekly on building a business that actually works for your life, not the other way around. And drop a comment below. Which of those 3 signs hit closest to home for you? I read every single one. You've got this, and I'll see you in the next video.